Hello, beautiful people out there in vloggy watching land, sometimes called YouTube. Hey, thanks for tuning into my vloggy blog again, or for the first time, or whatever. I really appreciate it. Much respect to you for looking at my blog, looking at me, you looking at me. Thank you. I don't know what that means. That's my new sign. Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's half horns and one little finger. I don't know what it means. I've just invented it. It's the new sign of the bloggy. It's the sign of the bloggy. Bloggy. Right, let's start off. I'm going to tell you a mind-blowing psychology fact. Hold on to your brain, for it may experience some pain as I read out this fact to you. The average amount of time a woman can keep a secret is 47 hours and 15 minutes.
So Mel Mehmet told me tonight.
I'm doing my blog. Bugger off.
Are you doing a blog?
I'm doing my blog, sweetie. Talk to me later. Yeah, sorry?
I'm having a riddle.
Yeah, alright. You haven't got an answer to all the vlogger files. Possibly not. Try to whittle quietly.
I forgot to do a poopy clock.
Just let off a massive fart, babe. I did yesterday. Anyway, babe, this is a fact, yeah? Well, it's a psychology fact, apparently.
I don't want to tarnish your clean reputation.
Yeah, which I don't have. It says here, the average amount of time a woman can keep a secret is 47 hours and 15 minutes.
So we read.
Eh?
The average time we read secret.
No, the average time a woman can keep a secret
Is
47 hours and 15 minutes.
14 hours and 15
47 hours and 15 minutes. The average amount of time a woman can keep a secret. This is supposed to be a mind-blowing psychology fact, but it's absolutely nonsense. How on earth can they possibly have gathered that as a fact? And they've spoken to every single woman in the world who's ever had a secret and got her to time how long she kept the secret for.
How on earth
It's
can
just
a woman-
nonsense.
How on earth can a woman keep their gob shut for that long?
Yeah, well, okay. Well, see, that was sexism came from Lisa, not from me. I was sticking up for you, sisters. I was sticking up for you, vloggy watching sisters. It was my girlfriend who made the obvious and impertinent joke about women not being able to keep quiet. I would never do such a thing. Never. Okay, let's get you a biology fact. This is what I said before on this show. I'm going to call it a show. I don't care. I keep apologising for calling it a show, like I'm somehow entertaining people. It's a blog. No, it's a show. I don't care. Whatever. That this is all facts garnished, Ghanaian. I don't know. Guyana. I don't know. Gathered. Yeah, from the internet. These are facts gathered from the internet, so they may be inaccurate. In fact, they probably are inaccurate. Here we go. Here's a biology fact. A queen termite can live up to 50 years. Okay. I suppose that's possible. I suppose they could have had termites in captivity, or they could have studied termites and kept an eye on them and tagged them and see how long they live for. That's a lot more believable than thinking that every single woman in the world has kept a diary of every secret she's ever given and how long it's taken to get rid of that secret. Anyway, geographical fact now from funfacts.com. Geographical fact. Let's see if I can find where I am. I did the longest place name in the world. Did anyone look that up? That Tumata Wakatangi Hanga Koa Awata Matea Pokai Wenowaka Kita Naka. Who? Did anyone look that up? It sounds like it's in Hawaii, but I'm not bothered looking it up. Well, here we go. This is a fact for you. Fun geography fact. The Caspian Sea is also classed as the world's largest lake. The world's largest lake. I just like the way I sounded when I said that. Right, here we go. We've got a philosophy quote of the day. This is another quote by this Linda Poindexter person. It always seems to be her quotes that come up here. To find out what kind of person you are, ask yourself how you would spend your last day on Earth. In quiet contemplation or joyous celebration? Yeah, you could ask yourself that question, but you couldn't possibly know the answer to that question until it actually happened, could you? And how would you know it was going to be your last day on Earth? People are really informed that this is going to be your last day and then know how to do it. And if it's their last day on Earth, maybe they're terminally ill and about to die. So they might not be up for this any joyous celebration. They might be too ill dying. Okay. Picking holes and stuff again. There's actually other things. This is a page called Bald of Wisdom. Not Bored of Wisdom, but Bald of Wisdom. It's got other subjects. So let's just quickly go into humour and see if it hits us with a humorous fact. Oh, God. 9 things I hate about everyone. Let's do these, shall we? People who point at their wrist, asking for the time. I know where my watch is, pal. Where the hell is yours? Do I point at my crutch when I ask where the toilet is? People who are willing to get off their arse to search the entire room for a TV remote because they refuse to walk to the TV and change the channel manually. You can't change the channel manually that often anymore anyway, can you? When people say, ooh, you just want to have your cake and eat it too. Damn right, what good is cake if you can't eat it? True. When people say it's always the last place you look, of course it is. Why the hell would you keep looking after you found it? Do people do this? Who and where are they? When people say while watching a film, did you see that? No, loser, I paid $12 to come to the cinema and stare at the damn floor. I'm getting tired of these now, and they're not that funny. So let's just go on to history on this day. History on this day. I haven't got the history on this day timed up yet. Let me just push on this little button and go to the 30th, because it is the 30th today, the 30th of May, and then I will say what history happened on this day. Right. In 1431, on this day, the 30th of May, French heroine Joan of Arc is burnt at the stake in Rouen after the English find her guilty of heresy. She was a bit mad, wasn't she? Did she have visions of God and, heard God in her head? But yeah, she was brave though, very brave according to the films that I saw of her. Like fighting in war with sword and shield. She was a tough cookie. But yeah. Anyway, in 1593, on this day, leading Elizabethan playwright Christopher Marlowe is stabbed to death in a pub brawl in Deptford. That's not far from where I am here. My girlfriend's house, Deptford, I think. Playwright stabbed to death at a pub brawl. Nasty. No, I suppose it's kind of not too far off what happened to poor old Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, thank you for my afters, babe. Babe, was Deptford around here?
Deptford?
Yeah.
Yes, down the road.
Yeah. Yeah, Elizabethan playwright Christopher Marlowe was stabbed to death there in a pub brawl.
What pub?
It doesn't say what pub, babe. But it was in 1593, so no one you knew was involved. None of your shady characters that you know are involved in at this time. Right, and on this day in 1942, the RAF carries out its first 1,000 bomber raid, dropping 2,000 tons of bombs on Cologne in Germany. Damn, just think of the loss of human life that probably caused. War is hell, no matter what side is doing it to who. Just give peace a chance, guys. Can't we just talk amongst ourselves and come to a solution? I've got my afters here. My lady's bought me my afters. She's got me a lovely dinner. She always does lovely dinners. I got some pears and ice cream. Oh, and it's cold on my chest. Let me just have a little dollop of ice cream. See if I can get it in my beard. It's cold. Oh, it's cold in my teeth though. Right. Nice. Right. Oh, cold. Random poem time. Oh, I do like a nice little bit of ice cream. Right. A random poem. It's quite long. It's by John Crowe Ransom. I think I might have done a poem by him before. He lived from 1888 to 1974. So here we go. It's called Janet Waking. I thought it said walking for me. That's a bad start. And then it said Janet Walking when it's Janet Waking. Beautifully Janet slept, till it was deeply morning. She woke then, and thought about her dainty feathered hen, to see how it had kept. One kiss she gave her mother, only a small one gave she to her daddy, who would have kissed each curl of his shining baby, no kiss at all for her brother. Oh Chucky, she cried, running across the world upon the grass, to Chucky's house and listening, but alas, her Chucky had died. It was a transmogrifying bee, came drowning down on Chucky's old bald head, and sat and put the poison. It scarcely bled, but how exceedingly. and purplely did the knot swell with the venom and communicate its rigour. Now the poor comb stood up straight, but Chucky did not. So there was Janet, kneeling on the wet grass, crying her brown hen, translated far beyond the daughters of men, to rise and walk upon it. And weeping fast as she had breath, Janet implored us, wake her from her sleep, and would not be instructed in how deep was the forgetful kingdom of death. Chicken killed by bee. Young girl unconsolable. I think we've all been there, don't you? Anyway, that's it. I've got one more thing to do, which is the deep philosophical question of the day. Did anyone contemplate yesterday's deep philosophical question? Has anyone come up to the answer of whatever the deep philosophical question was yesterday? Because I can't really remember. So let's go. I can't remember where I am on these. Okay. Let's go with this one. Deep philosophical question. Here you go. Is a family still relevant in the modern world? Of course they bloody are. I can't see why they wouldn't be relevant in the modern world. Your mother and your father still help to raise you and help you through life, by, paying for you, nurturing you, feeding you, teaching you right from wrong. And then your brothers and sisters, for example, I don't see one of my brothers at all, or really talk to him, but I still love him. But my other brother, my big brother, I love and I see him when I can. And my little sister, I love her, I see her when I can. And in fact, I think family is much more important than friends, to be honest. Because friends are so bloody transient, they don't last 2 seconds. And no one's really your friend unless it's convenient for them. Whereas your family, as long as you're not a complete arsehole and they're not a complete arsehole, will always love you, I think, anyway. That's my opinion. But you can have your own deep philosophical thoughts about this. Perhaps your family is a bag of old shit and you prefer your friends. But it's up to you. Anyway, watch all my bloggies for the rest of your life, because you've seen what great stuff I had to say. And what interesting peaches. Well, they're not peaches. Pears. I don't like peaches. Why do I say peaches for? Anyway. What interesting pears I have to eat. I don't always eat. In fact, I think it's the first time I ever ate during a blog. So you might want to make a note of that, because in generations to come, when this blog is like being taught in schools and stuff, as like the time that the 21st century really reached its zenith, then people might say to you, oh, do you remember what Gray ate on his very first time that he ate on his blog? And you'll be tearing your hair out. You'll probably say peaches, because I threw you a curveball. Oh, yeah, peaches. No, it's not. It's pears. Pears and ice cream. Vanilla ice cream. Very nice, very nice. Anyway, thanks for watching my bloggy blog. I will be back tomorrow. Oh, this has been show 121, by the way, of bloggy, whatever you want to call it, number 121, I think. I went back to work today. After having like a week and a half off, I had to go back to work. It was excruciating. It's like every ache and pain that I have in my body seems to be like, I don't know, magnified 100-fold when I'm at work. It's like every aching part of my foot or knee or hip or hands. I just feel like constantly hot. My feet feel like they're swollen. My head feels hot and full of rocks. And that's just work, man. Work. I hate it. Please send me £1 million. Please watch all my videos. I don't know. Only if you just watch them like 100,000 times each, that would help me to, especially as we're probably going to get. Our office is being closed still. I know no report yet on when we're going to get sold off. They're still looking into that. Who never know? Labour might get into government and might stop the selling off. It could happen. Admittedly, last time they got into government, they didn't stop selling off the post offices. But Jeremy Corbyn seems to be a bit more of a man of his word. But then he might just say no new closures if he does get in. I hope he does, because I don't know. I just think that Labour is better for more people than the Conservatives are, basically, particularly myself and those that I love. So there you go. Anyway. Oh yeah, I got something really, really important to tell you all.